Welcome or welcome back. Today we're doing another before and after. This is the last before and after video. I saved my most favorite room for the last video, and if you've been following our channel for a while, I'm sure you can guess which room that is. Today we're going to be doing the craft room. You know the drill. Before we can show you the after, we have to show you where it started. Now this room did undergo a few different transformations until it ended up like it is today. So let's get to the before.
And this bedroom here, it'll probably be Tiffany's craft room eventually, because it's probably the biggest of the spare bedrooms up here. Well, no, I take that back. The next bedroom is an ensuite. So, but here we have another bathroom.
Okay, then you're supposed to stand them up like so and put them in the holes.
Just a little bit so I can move this.
The desk is done, guys. Ta-da! Emma's supervising. I think they look pretty darn good. Are they perfect? No, but they don't have to be perfect. Now we just have to put the wood on top of the supports.
Yeah,
Who cares?
Because of the wall. Because it's tight back there, but loose up here. But I guess I could have cut the board. I wouldn't want to do all that. I cut them at angles.
No.
Okay. Whew, sure am thirsty.
Where's your water I gave
I
you?
already drank it. You're in my way.
You see, now I have bins and I can just pull them out. Go do my picnics.
Heavy stuff on the sides.
Dave's got the two, are those the end pieces?
Yeah.
Done.
Well, not really. I still got to do the backs.
Yeah, well, it started, at least. I'm so excited.
Are you?
Yes. Wanted to show you guys the progress of the craft table so far. It is looking fantastic. I'm going to be puttying all of these holes and then sanding everything down so that it looks all nice and level. There's a brace down there. There's like a little drawer. It doesn't pull out, but just like a little shelf for me to put things on down there. Here's what this side looks like. And then this top is just, it's not attached, it's just sitting on there. This is the butcher block that we had left over. We still have this whole piece left over too. But I'm going to be staining this, painting this white. I'm going to have to match the stain to the bookshelves that we're getting, because the bookshelves we're getting are white and like a honey colored wood. So I want this to match that. But it's going to be really nice. You're so talented.
I am. If you want to hire me, I charge a lot, though. Just letting y'all know. Do you know where you want it?
Well, that's what we gotta figure out.
Does look pretty daggone good, doesn't it?
I love it. I love it. Don't be getting no grease spots on the ceiling with your head.
You got white paint?
I just want to hang a curtain.
Who's that sound like?
Me. Okay, now that you have seen the before and where it all started, let's show you the after. Now I'm going to start with the simple things that we did to update and upgrade this room. And after I show you those, which it's pretty much the same thing that you've seen in all the other rooms, I'm going to show you in detail all of the special things that are in this room. First thing we did, just like every other room in our house, is change out the ceiling fan. We painted the walls. There is something pretty special with the paint in this room, and I'll point that out in just a few minutes. And we changed out the carpeting. Same carpeting that we have all throughout our house. Now, I did say that there is something special about the paint on this wall, and I'm trying to find the correct vantage point to kind of show you what I'm talking about. I think it's probably right here. And I don't know if it comes through on camera, but this wall here, so this whole wall on this side, and then this back wall on this side where the window is, the paint actually has glitter in it. I bought the paint from Lowe's. We use Valspar paint. We have used Valspar paint for every single room in this house. And at Lowe's, they have these little packets of glitter. It's like mica glitter that you can add to your paint. So I think I bought 3 packages of that glitter, and I put glitter in the paint to use on this back wall and this wall. I didn't use that on this wall or this wall. I just wanted to use it on 2 walls just to kind of make it a little bit more, I don't know, magical. Okay, now that we have gotten those things out of the way, I'm going to start showing you all of the details that are in this room and why some of them are very special to me. And everything that you see is going to be moving with us into another house. Now, we have no idea where we're going to end up. We know the area that we want to look in, or the areas that we want to look for a house in, but we don't know what size house we're going to be getting. We have no idea what that is going to look like. So hopefully all of these things are going to fit in a new room. If not, we may have to kind of shuffle some things around, but for the most part, everything that you see is going to be moving with us. I just don't know if everything will fit in a new room. We will have to see. And if you follow us, if you're not subscribed, subscribe so that you can see what happens in our future. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and just show you the things in the room. As soon as you walk in the room, okay, I need to put a disclaimer. I did not clean anything up in here. I did not declutter. This room is the way that it is. It's an organized chaos. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to redo this room in the first place, as far as what you're gonna see in this video, because I didn't know where anything was. So I wanted to transform it so that I knew where everything was. But you're seeing it as is. I have not cleaned anything up. So as soon as you walk in the room, you see these boards. Now these boards aren't normally here. I sanded these boards this weekend because I am starting a new craft business and I wanted to construct something so that I can take pictures and use this as a backdrop. Moving on, I do have a little black witch here. I bought this for Halloween this past year and I loved it so much I didn't want to put it in the attic, so I just stuck her here in the corner. So she just kind of protects the room. The first thing that you see is just basically everything. Like, I see everything when I come in here, but this is where all of the productivity happens, or some of the productivity. This is my desk. This desk I did get from IKEA. It is this piece with a desk over the top. It's got that little bar there, you can see it in the middle, for, you know, structure. This is where I do all the editing. All of the YouTube videos that you see are edited right here on this computer. I've got my microphone here that I use for voiceovers. I always have my salt lamp on when I'm up here. I just think it creates a nice calm environment. And you know, salt lamps are related to cleansing the air in the area that you have it in. So I have my dry erase board that Dave built for me with all of my little notes on there. This painting is special to me because I painted that myself, and I used to have it in the bathroom when we lived in Southport, North Carolina, and I just hung it up here last year, so it sat in the closet for a really long time. This was going to be my vision board, and it didn't quite make it to a vision board yet. I just have a lot of things up here that I love and that are special to me, and that some of our YouTube friends have sent us, and just different things from my family. Once we move to a new house and I get everything set up in a new craft room, I will create a physical vision board out of this. But for now, it's just a board that has special things to me on there that I like to look at when I'm sitting at my desk. Now, some of these things I did want to point out. I actually made this, and it says Grandma to Be. When I threw my daughter-in-law Brittany a baby shower when she was pregnant with Connor, I made one of these for myself and one for her mom. And when we decided to move to Florida, Brittany and Brandon and the boys left us this note. And I thought it was so cute. We love you and we're gonna miss you when you leave. Best Nana and Pop ever. So that is very special to me as well. I will always keep that, probably until the ink is no longer visible. I'm trying to open this. It is a piece of rose quartz that I've had for absolute years. And I keep it in this little velvet bag. I have different things that I've gotten from fortune cookies. Do it because you love it. Believe in yourself and others will too. To love and to be loved are blessings. I got some tickets here from when we went and saw the tribute band, the Nirvana tribute band with Mark and Jen. I have postcards here that I've gotten from Emma and John from the channel Emma and John You're Welcome. Postcards from Bob and Kelly. A letter from Melinda and Chris. Just all types of things that are special to me. Now this one is really special to me because I saw it as a sign. I was getting out of the car. We had went over to Mark and Jen's house to visit them, and I was getting out of the car, and that was laying right on the ground as I stepped out of the car. You're destined for success. So yeah, I saw that as a sign. This just has a bunch of random googly muck in there. Nothing really of note. There's a lot of things in here that are special to me that I'm going to be framing, but I haven't bothered getting a frame because of course we're moving. This is actually a card that my son Nick made for me when he was a little boy. So a lot of these things are very special to me, and I didn't want to lose track of them, so I put them in here so that I could remember where they were. And we'll move over here. You guys, if you have been following us for a while, know about this bookcase. This bookcase is very special to me. My grandfather, my dad's father, made this. And I have had it for years, and I decided to turn it into a bookshelf. Now, a lot of things have been added here since the last time you've seen it on video. My friend Jen made those little ghosties back there for me, crocheted, and she also crocheted me a little pumpkin. So that's there. Just have random stuff in here. I have a bunch of coins from Vegas and the rabies tags and things from our dogs that have passed away. Random books. Now these are some of the spun cotton crafts that I have been working on, so you do get a little sneak peek of that in this video. I don't have any of the lights on in here. If you're interested in seeing my fairy tree, then just go back through our videos and it's on there. These are special to me because they belong to my grandmother Leach, my dad's mom. And they do have, it's going to be hard to open this with one hand. Maybe I can open this one easier. You can't see in there, it's dark. They do have some of her little jewelry and stuff in there. This shelf has pretty much stayed the same, not too much different. And this shelf is pretty much stayed the same as well. It's got my son's ashes down there. And I did make this mushroom out of felt. So there's that. Yeah, this bookshelf is definitely very special. My reading nook. Haven't been doing much reading because our lives are always so busy. Reading is something that I do really want to take out time for. I just haven't been able to take out any time for it recently, it seems. But I have been journaling on Notion, actually. I made a Notion page for journaling. So I have been going on there and digitally journaling every day. Even if it's just, you know, one word or one sentence, I still have been typing my notes out, so, or my thoughts out. So I guess I'll just go around the perimeter and then we'll go in the middle. You guys, if you've been following us for a while, have seen these bookcases. These are from IKEA. Of course, I put them together myself because that's what you have to do with all IKEA things. And it just has a bunch of craft stuff in it. I'm not going to go through each shelf because, I mean, that would make this a ginormous video, but yeah, lots of special things in here. I'll just point a few out. This rabbit used to be my son's rabbit. It was Nick's rabbit. He carried that rabbit with him everywhere, and now I have it. And yeah, that's it. This is my little witchy shelf. I've got my essential oils there. I've got my incense there, and some eggshells, which are, if you don't know about eggshells in spiritual practices, they are for protection. Cascarilla is what they are called. And got some bay leaves there. I've got some moon water. I made some more moon water at the first full moon of the year, which was January the 13th. And just random craft stuff. And then over here, I have all of my resin things. Now on the top, I don't have any of the lights on in here. I mean, I guess I should turn them on. That might be magical for you, but they flicker in the camera. So, but if you followed any of my crafty Halloween things, you would have seen me make some of these cauldrons, these two to be specific. And I guess I'll go ahead and turn the lights on for you because why not? They make things more magical. but they do look like they're flickering. This lamp I love. I did it for myself. I made it myself a long time ago, and we finally hung it up. That lamp, literally, I made before we ever even moved to Southport, North Carolina. And we lived in Southport, North Carolina for 4 years, and that lamp never got hung up. And then that lamp moved here with us, and it finally got hung up last year. So it was a long time coming, but anyway, it's beautiful. Also, if you watched any of my Halloween crafts, you would have seen me make Sheila here, and she lives over my book chair. I love her. I also love my vintage lamp. And then of course we have my craft table. Dave made this craft table for me. It is designed after the craft table that my mom has in her house. And these are just some current things that I'm working on. I decided to try the spun cotton, where you put the cotton on your armature and you use sewing thread to kind of secure it on there, and then you just keep bulking it up. This one is going to be my attempt at a Peter Rabbit, the fairy tree that I made. This is how I use the moon water, if you are curious. I use it for my watercolors because I paint the spun cotton with watercolor, so it kind of weaves a little bit of magic into my crafts. Now this is just the back of my filing cabinet, but these are very special to me. I don't know why, but I just love cutting on the tart warmer every time I come up here. It just smells so good. It makes it smell so good in here, and it just makes me feel very comforted. So I always turn that on. And this little light Dave's grandmother gave me for Christmas one year, and I cut it on every single day, and it just is kind of my way of remembering her, because she was really special to us. As far as some of the things that I have in the craft table, I don't think I've ever showed you this, but I have lots and lots of different pens, pencils, colored pencils, Sharpies, markers, just all different types of crafty tools. And I have lots of different glass in these jars. If you saw the short that I did of how you make crushed glass for art projects, craft projects, that's the one that I have done so far. So I have all of these left to do, and there's even some way down here. So, and there's also some in here, these little plastic containers. Over here on this side of the filing cabinet, I have the printer, and I have all of my painting supplies. So all of my brushes, some sponges, and over here on this side is just sewing things. I have my art easel set up here. I do want to start painting more. That's probably not going to happen until we move. And then this is just my little smorgasbord of craft paints. More paints up top, and my little vinyl holder that I ordered from Amazon, and then the closet. It's chocked full. The door doesn't even open all the way. You guys saw us make these shelves in here. So I am going to miss those shelves, but that doesn't mean that we can't do this in another house too. But yes, chocked full of craft stuff, as well as vintage Bloom Picnic stuff, frames that I want to use eventually, cardboard boxes, cinnamon brooms that I'm going to be making witch brooms at some point in time, and that's it. That is the craft room. Hopefully this video isn't astronomically long, but I'm sure there's other things that I love that I didn't point out in this video. I'm just seeing one now as I'm ending out this video. I actually made this wreath for my mom Annette, and when she passed away, I got it back. I made it out of yarn, styrofoam balls, and book pages. So that's special to me too. But that's that's my craft room. I'm gonna miss it terribly, but I am very excited to be able to create another craft room and create a sacred space that I love to be in, that I'm comfortable to be in a new house. So, all those YouTubey things. I will see you in the next one. Bye.